I'd like to talk about enums and its use as constants. And an enum constant would basically look kind of like this, and we would access that by going my colors red, for example, and that would be perfectly fine. Another way to use constants would be, instead of an enum, we could be using a struct, and it would essentially look the same way and access the same way as well. So why would we choose to use enum over a struct? Both are legitimate ways to use it, but one weakness that a struct would have would be that it can be initialized. And the way to avoid that would, in that case, be private init. Because you don't want, you may not want an object of the struct floating around when you're not really using it, and the intention is to use it as a constant. So you would declare it private and init, so it wouldn't be able to be instantiated. This is no problem with enums, because as long as it doesn't have a case, it cannot be instantiated. Gotta get that foo and foo bar right. That's not possible. So a complaint up there as well. So that's the reason why an enum has a slight advantage over a struct. But why do we actually use this struct or enums at all when we could actually just do something like this? And you could actually make your own Swift file and just put that in there, and it would be perfectly fine. Of course, the issue would then be this green as a keyword now could be interfered with another green somewhere else, or a third-party library. So programmers before Objective-C, when they were doing C++ perhaps, they would actually do namespace, name, something like that, in order to put their constants inside. Swift doesn't have namespace. Instead, we have enums or structs, which is, yeah, that's a good way to organize our must contain stored properties. Yeah, right, as I was saying, it's a good way to organize our constants, and as you can see, enum doesn't accept stored properties, and therefore we need to declare it as static. Okay, and that's how you use enums as constants. Thank you for this video.